Yeah, hi guys, my name is Oliver. Welcome back to the channel, and I show you today how I trade the markets with the deep charts, and especially when I'm using the market profiles which are included with deep charts. First of all, deep charts is nothing new. There is nothing new about it at the end of the day. This is nothing, that's not the holy grail, that's not a quant thing or something like that. It's nothing which other softwares don't have, but they have it more visualized. This is how it actually is. That there's more vision about that. There's more kind of how to trade all that stuff and things like this. So this is really kind of the optical thing you get from it. So this is a trade I was taking last week Friday. While I was on vacation, I just traded it kind of short. I think I was entering the market at like 4 p.m., short before 4 p.m. So I will speed it up. So how I usually trade it was kind of this. I'll show you now. This is a replay, so you know, guys, this is nothing. This is not a live trade. So this is by far, it's no financial advice. It's just my trading idea. What I usually do is actually, I mark out the swing highs and swing lows of the market. So what I also do is I usually don't trade between 3 o'clock or between 9 o'clock in the morning New York time and like 4 p.m. European time. So the 9 p.m., 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. New York time. And as you see, this is kind of usually market opening. It starts out to roll fast. Volume is speeding up. And it was the 2nd of January, so it was not a big thing. But big wicks up, goes down. This was opening. This was exactly, here was the opening starting. So that was the opening here. And what I usually do in this thing, in this markets or markets like this, is actually I try to mark out swing highs and swing lows, or kind of the first minutes of the open. So take a look at it. Big order going on. So this is, and what we see here is a big delta already going on. There's a big buy delta of 522 orders, which sit here and maybe get defended. And this was actually the time where I opened up the computer and where I started. And this was actually the first image I have seen, because over there, here we go. Over here, we got the swing high of this opening swing, which is from here to here. And what we see on that chart is actually, there was a big volume between 774 and 744, and there was a big buy delta. There was more or less no selling going on. If you take a look, there's no negative deltas here, just buy. So no sell deltas, just buy deltas. Point of control. And if you take a look at the daily profile, which is over here, you also see that kind of we are above the value area high. So this is here the daily value area high. We are just above it. And I thought actually on the first occasion this would be a trade. So what I did is actually I was betting here. I was trying to wait here for confirmation. So I was setting myself kind of an alarm here and was waiting for this area here to give me some trade. So what would that mean? I would wait to see here a big absorption of sellers on the bottom. So below or around this area where this 55 contracts for 55 trade aggregated trades is sitting. So here we go, 8. So I'm speeding this up with 8 speed, so you see that. And take a look how it's turned out. It's like 15.56. Maybe speed it up a little bit, so like 20. And hopefully I don't miss the moment. It was ranging. I was waiting. I said I was sitting here. I was sitting on my computer, on my laptop. I was actually waiting to get it. And I thought this would be the move. I missed already the trade here. It got up, kind of trapped all the buyers more or less, and then it got a big attack, delta down. And I said I was kind of thought, okay, shit, that was the trade of the day. I maybe missed it now. It goes higher. But instead of this, at 4 p.m. or 4 p.m. my time, it got down. And now we are usually here at the area where I was kind of waiting that a big bubble and absorption is showing up. And what it did was actually, kind of, we will see it in a short time. And here, yes, this was it. There was a big buy order going on. I was actually waiting for a absorption of sellers. This gives me kind of an indication it could go up, but I was not confident enough because it wicked down quite fast. Was the second time I thought I maybe missed the trade. And here I entered. The stop loss was here. And I was in with 2 micros. So because it's a minis, so when I would go in here, kind of market buy now, kind of get, you have to kind of do this now. You see, I get stopped out in a moment. This was a bad entry point for me. I should have waited for the candle to close, which I didn't. This was against my rules because I usually have the wick, wait for the candle to close. I was too greedy. I wanted to do this, so this was a kind of stop loss for me. Okay, thought like, okay, bad trade, shit. Let's go, because I was so wicking so fast down. And as you can see, I kind of not created the setup here. And I then actually made another swing. Got in here. Press the extension button. And now it's more or less moves automatically the charts down. And as you see, it got down, 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 down. It was big sell-off with a big positive delta here on the, and this was kind of my turning point. Maybe you have seen it. It was swapping over in a moment that big sell power rolled into here. So it was big bubbles going on, and you got this big, and the point of control of the swing was moving immediately to this point. So which gives me kind of the indication this is a point of interest for me. Waited still, and trading is a lot about being patient. Being patient, waiting for the right thing, not kind of being, I have to enter here. Sometimes it's one trade a day which gets you all of the profits you need. And I said this in Discord today. Actually, I'm the kind of guy, I rather make like 3 times $100 than 1 time 300. I usually have a trade idea which is like 100 and $150. I take it. Of course, it could be 1,000. Of course, it could be 5,000. But I'd rather take the $100 and have it safe in my pockets than rather trade to the end. And as you see here, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down. I wait for the swing to be finished, which looked like it was here. So that was the lowest candle here. And we got 2 significant points. That one here with the buy power, another one with a buy power, and here kind of the most active point of sellers, which is this level here at 25,500, 25,600. And speeding up the tape a little bit so you don't get bored by that, I could have taken, stop it here, I could have taken this trade here. I could have taken it. I was not 100% confident. And as the candle moved up already with this big orders, I felt like the party is over. And I was not really confident enough to kind of enter here because it could be that it dropped from here, dropped down again downtown. So, but as you might see, it was moving up, and it was and I was waiting here for my A+ setup, which I more or less got here in this area. So, and what my trade idea is, because as I said, this is minis now, so I usually trade macros. I would rather set kind of a contract around here, contract around in the middle, and a contract around here. So like normally I do like 4 contracts here, and with a kind of acceptable stop loss. And as you have seen, and this is kind of what happened, it wicked out more or less exactly on my box. Why I've drawn this box like this was underneath that 75, and it was a little bit where there's a low volume here, or kind of a low volume mode. And as you might see, and you have to kind of get 1 digit away here, because then we have kind of the trades I really did. I got in with 2 macros. I put my take profit at $300. Here it's 3,000 as said. And I put my take profit exactly here on that point, where it was $300. It made me 2,000. Actually, in real, it made me $310. I was moving the stop loss down. This is actually my trade I did, as said, on Friday the 2nd. My idea, and this is something, and please let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more about that, because I think this is kind of gives you a idea about that. Talking about entries, the entry here, because I have not talked about this, the confirmation on the trade was for me this absorption, 31, 36. The candle was closing here, and actually I executed here 2 market orders. I think I was maybe taking here a limit order. I cannot remember really anymore. So, but this was really like it is. But to give you kind of an idea, if you wait for the retest, this could be kind of a level to look at, and this could be kind of a confirmation that you entered the trade. Even if you enter it here or here or here, doesn't matter, because as you see, it dropped down. There is never 100% a guarantee to have it like this, but the point is actually it gives you kind of a big idea about that. Yeah, if you like to learn more, let me know. My name is Oliver, and I hope you like and enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe it, and if you want to have more information about it, just contact me. See you later, alligator. Bye-bye.